Waking up every morning to come and give you the info in the world of entertainment is one thing that excites me. And this morning, I don't want you to be away from it. So just chillax and let's get soaked in the world of entertainment here on Showbiz Now. Details coming up shortly. Well, ace actor Dante Mensah is of the notion that the Ghana movie industry is not a dead one, but he believes that it just needs repositioning and rebranding. Well, Dan Mensah, in an interview that I had with him at the conference center, the Film Summit, made that statement.
I don't think it's dead. I think we just need to reposition and repackage ourselves well and put the necessary structures by way of mechanisms in place, you know.
When you talk of repackaging, exactly what are you talking about? What kind of repackaging?
A lot of things go into it. Today we are talking about rebranding, and it's important for us, for everybody to know that indeed we can't do this on our own. We need the backing of government to come in. I think a legislation has been passed, and it's important for that support. You know, if indeed we can enhance, if we can put certain measures in place, we need the backing of government. Yes, definitely.
Rebranding of the Ghana movie industry to Gollywood is the ridiculous thing I've ever heard. And this is coming from veteran actor and comedian KSM, who has described the decision of rebranding the Ghana movie industry as a ridiculous one. Well, speaking in an interview with Andy Dossie on Daybreak Hits, KSM expressed how he feels about the name Gollywood and the new brand for our movie industry here in Ghana. He added that as creative people, it would be prudent to come out with more indigenous names other than following the norm. He even suggested a name that could be used for the industry.
But it's something I can understand, you know, that bunch of creatives will get together and the name they can come up with is Gollywood, because there must be a wood, because all the others added wood. You know, so for me, it's just a sign that not much thinking went into that. I'm very sorry. Oh, I'm very comfortable having like GH Cinema. This movie is my
GH Cinema.
Something like GH Cinema. It's great. As they say, we have an industry that is basically crippled. If you're a talented screenwriter in Ghana, where do you send your script? Are there avenues to market your script? You come up with a great film. Are there channels that you can distribute realistically? But if you say you have a film industry, you're going to call it Gollywood because you have rebranded the Ghana film industry. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. You know, that's why I jokingly call it a crime. I would still detest the name Gollywood because it smacks of people that are not.
And this has called for a lot of association disassociating themselves from the rebrand. Well, let's get on to the foreign front. And on the foreign front, Tyrese Gibson says it's not professional to go public with the Dwayne Johnson feud. Well, actor Tyrese Gibson, who last October went public slamming Dwayne Johnson on Instagram for him being the one who was delaying the release of the 9th franchise of the Fast and Furious, says it was very unprofessional of him, and he had not even spoken to Dwayne personally about this. He says that it was something that a lot of people on set felt that way. But as stupid as he was the only one who carried it out, and he has not even personally spoken to Johnson about it. And he is attributing this whole feud and this whole brouhaha, him talking about it, to some psychological pills he was taking at that time.
Every topic I can. I want y'all to know that all of the beefing with The Rock was literally an issue that I tried to keep off the record, never hit me back, because I was trying my best to influence this dude to listen, I don't wake up every day trying to figure out how to be more famous. Dwayne, Vin Diesel, Will Smith, they're all bona fide movie stars that probably turn down 30, 40 movies a year. That's not my story. And people don't know this, but me and Ludacris got offered a spinoff first. And I turned it down. Ludacris wanted to do it.
Right.
I said, dog, listen, we cannot take 16 years of a multi-ethnic cast in a movie on the scale of a Fast and the Furious and decide to make a selfish move and make the franchise about us. But I just want y'all to know that I had greater expectations of that man on an integrity level because, dude, I've been doing this for 15 years. You just got here.
And Destiny's Child, Michelle Williams, checks herself into a mental health center to check herself for depression. Well, it has been one thing that she's been doing, that is... Well, Destiny's Child, Michelle Williams, is reportedly has checked herself into a mental health care for depression. Well, Williams, 37, has been in a facility outside Los Angeles for several days. In a statement that she released on social media on Tuesday, Williams says, "For years, I have dedicated my life to increasing awareness on mental health and empowering people to recognize when it's time for them to seek help, support, and guidance from those who love and care about their well-being. I recently listened to the same advice that I've given thousands of people around the world to sort out help and at a great team of health professionals. Today, I proudly, happily, and healthily stand here as someone who will continue to always lead by example, and I tirelessly advocate for the betterment of those who need it. If you change your mind, you change your life." And she concluded with a heart emoji. And William went on to say that she was suicidal thoughts, or she had suicidal thoughts when she was a part of Destiny's Child.
Got really, really bad. I've disclosed my depression in the year 2013, not on purpose, just disclosed it, and to the point of I was suicidal. I was to that place where it got so dark and heavy, because sometimes you feel like I'm the provider. I take care of people. I'm not supposed to be feeling this way. What do? I want it out.
And people think, I think, like Matthew Knowles thought, oh, if you have X, Y, and Z, you should feel good inside, and that's just not how it works.
Yes, yes. And this is not to say anything bad about him. That's just something normal. He's not the only person in my life that said, "What do you have?" I think he was trying to be like, "No, you're good. You're okay."
Yeah, I think.
Well, let's continue with the chart that Kim just started of the top 10 child stars who completely failed at being famous. And on number 6, we have Steve Quincy Urkel. Well, Steve Quincy Urkel is a fictional character on ABC-CBS sitcom Family Matters, who was portrayed as Jaleel White. And making it to the number 5 spot, we have Frankie Muniz.
You know what? Let's give someone else a chance.
No, I think we'd all like to hear yours. You did do it, didn't you?
Miss Caldwell. Can I call you Phyllis?
No.
Understood. But
The 30-year-old actor may not be appearing in any headlines today, but in the 2000s, he was considered one of Hollywood's most successful teen actors. His role on Fox Malcolm in the Middle was a catalyst for jump-starting his career and even earned him the Young Star Award from a Hollywood Reporter. And making it to the number 4 position, we have Gary Coleman.
In this building.
I can too.
No, you can't.
I can too. Mrs. Garrett. Mrs. Garrett. Kimberly Willis. Mrs. Garrett. What? What's the matter, Arnold?
So the 4'8" actor was not only known for his short stature, but also for his acting chops that declared him a promising star in the 80s. Well, Gary Coleman's role as Arnold Jackson in Different Strokes made him a household name. In 2010, Coleman died after suffering from epidural hematoma from a head trauma after he fell down on the stairs in his home at the age of 42. So this is where our curtains is going to fall down, but don't forget that KMJ will be up again at 12. Don't miss out the news, and also don't miss out to know the final 3. Thank you, and just let's keep the channel here.